All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pop West on Politics. This is Check-In Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. We got something special for you. Let's get caught up and do some house cleaning. Mr. Donald Trump. Yes, he's deployed troops in Washington, D.C. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The troops are costing the American taxpayer $1 million per day. And my understanding, he wants to have the troops in Washington, D.C. for 30 days. And my understanding from my resources, that will cost the American taxpayers $30 million. That's right, $30 million to assist the Washington, D.C. Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, just for your knowledge and your concern, you can go and check for yourself and see. There's been a survey and poll. The citizens of Washington, D.C. do not want the military there. 69% of them definitely don't want them there. 61% of them are very, very opposed to it and do not feel safe. And they did not ask for this. So that being said, this is to the hardcore MAGA, HDR. And some of the MAGA that lives in Washington, D.C., I'm looking at you, I'm watching you. You said, oh, what's wrong with the military being there? They're cleaning up the streets and it's more safer there. So are we forgetting that the crime is down 30% in Washington, D.C.? That was before January 6th, before Donald Trump was sworn in. Okay, just want to make sure you know that. Yeah, that's right. So that was under Biden. You always want to talk about Biden this, Biden that, Miss Harris that. That was under Biden. Yeah, that's right. That's not. Forget about that. So now, with that being said, Mr. Donald Trump is planning to send troops to Chicago, Illinois. Ooh. The mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois, they came out and made a statement. They made it very, very clear. We don't want your help. We don't need your help. Our crime is down here. If you want to help us, send us some more resources, federal resources, financially to help us. But we don't need you. Okay? So they're letting the country know, United States know, if they do send troops down there, it is a photo op for Donald Trump. That's what it is. Oh, by the way, I just want to make sure HDR, you know, the hardcore of MAGA that follow Donald Trump, I want to make you understand something. The African American people and a lot of my Latino brothers and sisters, we know you trying to get us into some type of protest so you can have military come after us, shoot us, and get very physical with us. We know what you're trying to do, but you ain't slick. We got you. We know what you're trying to do, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. With that being said, I want to make something very, very clear. MAGA that are rehabbing themselves, MAGA that is willing to move away from the darkness and come into the light, MAGA that is seeing that Mr. Trump, he will hurt you, black people, Hispanic people, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care about anyone. And I've been seeing the town halls. I've been seeing you dealing with your representatives of your states, and you're very upset with them. I want to let you know something. This is your turn. That's right, white America. My white brothers and sisters, you're tired of Donald Trump, you're tired of MAGA. We need for you to get out in the streets. Every day, every other day, every month, need you to watch on Washington, on the Capitol. We want you to make sure you hold your representatives responsible for this terrorism, because that's what it is, terrorism. You know, the big beautiful bill. Oh yeah, the big beautiful bill. So we want to make sure you understand something. They're cutting your SNAP, your Social Security, all your benefits, laying off people. But some kind of way he can find $1 million a day to deploy military troops that are not needed, that are not wanted. Imagine that. Imagine that. $1 million a day. But you want to be responsible. You want to save the government money, but you can find $1 million a day to waste? Very, very interesting. So, remember, this is Fact Check. Check in Wednesday. Now, I want to say this. Let's keep this in mind. Mr. Trump, he doesn't want to give up power. You see, he doesn't want to be held responsible for his actions. He wants to destroy things and not be held accountable. He wants to stay in power doing a horrible job while lying about it, but not be held accountable. So, as I said, the recovering, the woke MAGA that are tired of this trash, it's your turn. We're waiting. It's your watch. It's your turn to come on out. Now, you go and do what you need to do, and then maybe your African American, your Latino brothers and sisters can come behind you, but it's your turn. It's your turn. We're waiting. You're on watch. We're watching you. We are watching you. And I want to send out a special shout out to POC, People of Color MAGA. Ooh, are you still bending yourself in the presser? Are you still trying to make it be all right to be MAGA? Are you still trying to stretch yourself into espresso and say, oh, Donald Trump is doing a good job, and you know that he's failing as president? You know he's not doing a good job. You know this is crazy. And you're still trying to associate yourself with this madness. But we're watching you too. People of color, people MAGA, we're watching you. You're on watch too. When things are put back in order, we're going to remember who was on the right side of history and who was on the wrong side of history. Talk about you, POC, People of Color MAGA. We're watching you. You're going to be checked and you're going to be held accountable. With that being said, this is Papa West on politics, and this is Check-In Wednesday. I'm just being very social right now. I'm not giving you too much smoke. I'm just being social. But remember to check in on Fact Check Sunday when I go to church. I'll see you next time.